I originally bought Forza Horizon 5 for the PS5 for $54.99, but today I will be deleting it, and I promise you I will absolutely be deleting it. And no, I'm not deleting it, releasing this video and then reinstalling it later. I promise you I'm absolutely not re-downloading it once I've deleted it, and once I've explained why, I think you're going to agree. So what are the reasons why I'll be deleting this game today? Well, I've got it here on this base PS5 here, on this race cab, set up with my T598 race wheel. This is the way I kind of wanted to play the game because I love the force feedback on this game. I released a video just a couple of weeks ago showing just how good this game is regarding the force feedback, and it's absolutely spectacular. You feel every single detail on the road. When you jump and you slam down, the whole wheel just thunders and shakes. It's absolutely fantastic. But the trouble is, it just doesn't feel like this game was actually set up to be used with a wheel. There's no wheel options in the game whatsoever. It just kind of works. But in that regard, it always feels like the back end is always trying to swing out all the time. It's gone from what should be a fun arcade game to a concentrate your face off like race sim. It kind of feels like it's gone to a sim level of difficulty with the wheel because you're constantly trying to battle with the car all the time. But that's not the only reason I'm going to delete it, because there are other reasons too. Now, you may think, okay, well, just use a controller then, but I'll come to that in just a minute. Right, so let's just do a regular race, first of all, using the wheel on the typical viewpoint I use in this game, which is the third person outside the car view. I use this a lot because in this game it's not just about racing, you're exploring as well. You're trying to find those XP boards, you're looking around, trying to find those barn finds and things like that. But in a race, obviously you can switch the viewpoint to whatever is your preferred preference. But let's just show something. When you use this wheel, now I'm pretty sure this is not me being like rubbish with the wheel, because I can race perfectly good in F1, Gran Turismo 7, Dirt 5 and everything else. But in this game, compared to the controller, it's really hard to control the car. It just constantly wants to slide the back end out. You have to be super careful, and I'll try and show what you mean, and then we'll switch over to the controller, and it's like a breeze. It's a complete breeze compared. Let's show what I mean. Right, so let's go with that car. But the force feedback on it is so good though. It's such a shame that the car is so hard to control, because I love the force feedback. It's absolutely amazing. In fact, I'm going to put my cup of tea on the floor. I don't want it to be potentially shaken off. Right, let us go. So start on the outside viewpoint and then we'll switch. And you'll see that I'm not oversteering, I'm not doing anything dramatic. But this is obviously with the wheel at first, and then we'll switch over to the controller. And also change viewpoints as well, that is important. It's already just trying to turn around. Why did not feel like I was overturning there at all. On the controller, that would have been an absolute breeze to go around the corner. But I love the force feedback though, which is why it's so annoying. I'm having to be so careful. Why is it? Honestly, on the controller, you'd have been able to just go left, right, recorrect. I'm not overturning through the corners. I missed a checkpoint. I tried to compensate then for the way it handles. I mean, you may be able to get used to it. It is a lot of fun using the wheel. You have to slow down all the time. Some people will say, yeah, but see again. Well, let's switch to the different viewpoint. And see if it's any better, because from this viewpoint it does seem to be a bit better. So maybe in race mode you have to switch to this, but it still feels a hell of a lot more tricky to control than the controller. I mean, in this viewpoint here it is a lot better for races. I feel like I can go faster in this mode, like the back end swinging round, even though I'm still being really wary of it. Yeah, it's gone again there. Right, let's switch over to the controller because you can see the issues with this. In fact, let's just do the next couple of corners, just so we've got a way to compare. But it's such good fun like this, which is why it's such a shame. It felt like I had to go through that a lot slower with the wheel. I could have done that much faster with the controller. It feels like you're always fighting with a car to stop the back end swinging round. Right, so now with the controller, let's go to the viewpoint we were on before. Obviously, I shouldn't be wearing race gloves now, but they're still on. But those issues I had earlier, that oversteering, are completely gone. I went through that corner when the arrows were red, which means I should be slowing down. I went through it at an absolute breeze. I can just go straight around these corners. The way the game intended, arcade style, not race sim style. Again, an absolute walk in the park, easy. I'm through to first place in no effort at all. Doesn't feel like I'm struggling to control the car. Obviously there'll be times when you still lose the grip and things like that, or still lose control and things like that, but the point is, I'm having fun, I'm not concentrating so much. I'm just controlling the car here. I just gone through that corner, which was a nightmare with the wheel. It really was. So we can see that easily, by far, the game controls like way better with the controller. Spiking from arcade difficulty to sim level difficulty is not the only disadvantage when you use a wheel in Forza Horizon 5. There's also a major disadvantage in viewpoint and what you see. Because this is not just a race game, this is an exploration game. You're trying to find those XP boards, you're trying to find those barn finds, and that is really tricky to do with the wheel, because on this one, for example, there's no second thumbstick, which is what you use on the controller to look around and look at things. You've got a 360-degree control of the viewpoint with this, which you can easily do when driving around. You can be going forward, trying to find a barn find, an XP board. Okay, there's one there. I know it's on the map, but some of them aren't on the map. We're trying to find a barn find sort of thing, look around the game world at the same time, and that is so easy to do with the controller, it is nuts. The wheel, there's literally no option to do that with this T598. What best you can do is to try and move side to side a little bit to kind of see the view a bit better, but it's nowhere near as good as being able to have that nice control on that thumbstick and be able to look around and see what you've missed. So another massive advantage there. Right, so we've got the control issue with the wheel being much harder. We've got that viewpoint issue. We can't actually look around like we can using the controller. So I know what a lot of you are thinking. You're thinking, okay, so if you've got that control issue and that can't look around issue with the wheel, then why don't you just play the game in this race cab using the controller rather than the wheel? It's like, why are you thinking about deleting it? That's stupid. But the thing is, upstairs in my main games room, I've got a PlayStation 5 Pro console, and this is a Pro enhanced game. So if I'm going to use a controller, which I kind of feel like I have to in a way to enjoy the game properly, so I do kind of like it. Using the wheel is just so much harder to use. It's just ridiculous, but I do absolutely love that force feedback. It's absolutely amazing. So it's literally a kind of Jekyll and Hyde of both things at the same time. But because of the way you can look around on this using the controller and things like that, I kind of feel like I need to play this using a controller. And if I'm going to be doing that, then why do I want to be playing the base PS5 version of this game when I've got a PS5 Pro upstairs? I could be playing the Pro enhanced version of the game. A visually richer game. It's just going to be that much better on the PS5 Pro. So if I'm forced to use a controller, or feel like I'm forced to use a controller, might as well play it on the Pro, which means it's no good on this console. And I could do with a space as well, because this is a original PS5 on this machine, this arcade cab, which I designed and built myself. So I will be deleting it. In fact, to prove it, I'm going to do it absolutely right now. Let's go to that, do that, delete. The item will be deleted from console storage. Okay, and that is it. Forza Horizon 5 has been deleted, as I said it would. And no, I will not be getting it back. So I need the space. There's a couple of WRC games I want to fit on this console as well. And like I say, I'll be playing the PS5 Pro Enhanced version instead. Yes, I'm missing out on those lovely rumble effects you got from the wheel, which was absolutely fantastic, but the cost of the lack of control in what's meant to be an arcade game, but it suddenly made it like sim level difficulty. The fact that you couldn't look around using the thumbstick like you can before, and it makes it much easier to find barn finds and XP boards that you couldn't normally see before, and things like that. Make it a just more enjoyable experience overall using the controller, I think. So it's the PS5 Pro version for me. So that is why I deleted the game from this console, and it won't be coming back because I'll be playing the Pro Enhanced version. But there it is, there's a video. If you enjoyed it, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.